WWE comebacks nobody wanted. The Spirit Squad. SmackDown Live was cooking in 2016. The product, despite having a smaller roster compared to Raw, managed to use their talent effectively, and the feud between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz over the Intercontinental title restored an element of prestige and honor to a classic championship. One of the key plot points of the feud between the two was the reintroduction of the Spirit Squad. This wasn't a comeback that was in demand, yet Kenny and Mikey had a brief yet entertaining stint that added a great element of continuity and storytelling to a critically acclaimed feud. The duo didn't overstay their welcome either, which was smart, as it kept their return special. As for Kenny, his performance during his return was so impressive that he began to work as a producer for WWE, a role he still has to this very day. Eva Marie's return to WWE during the COVID-19 era raised eyebrows, as her initial stint in the company showed little improvement. Fans questioned the decision to bring her back, considering she seemed out of place in comparison to modern female talents like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. Despite concerns, WWE went ahead with featuring Marie in a significant role. Unfortunately, the comeback fell short of expectations, leading to her release from the contract in 2021. In reference to the 2016 brand split, WWE found itself in need of additional talents, leading to the return of Jinder Mahal. During his initial run, Mahal primarily served as an enhancement talent and failed to make a lasting impact on the audience. However, his second stint proved to be significantly more successful. In this phase, Mahal not only secured victories but also clinched the WWE and US titles. Remarkably, he continues to be a prominent figure in top programs, serving as a reliable asset for WWE. Initially met with indifference upon his return, Mahal has managed to impress in recent years, cultivating a dedicated following on social media. In 2015, WWE made the surprising decision to bring back Alberto Del Rio. His departure the previous year had been controversial, and there wasn't a significant demand from fans to see him return. However, WWE had grand plans for Del Rio, evident from the start. At the Hell in a Cell event, Del Rio achieved a startling victory by defeating John Cena cleanly to claim the US title. This win was unexpected, and his title reign didn't resonate well with fans. Despite initially receiving some cheers upon his comeback, the excitement quickly waned, leading to widespread questioning of Del Rio's return to WWE. Unfortunately, Del Rio's second stint with the company turned out to be a debacle both in and out of the ring. His time in WWE during this period was far from successful, and he eventually parted ways with the company the following year, rendering the comeback a complete disappointment for everyone involved. James Ellsworth had an unexpected rise to fame on SmackDown Live in 2016. Collaborating with Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, his over-the-top antics became a highlight. WWE wisely concluded his involvement before it grew tiresome. Later, his on-air partnership with Carmella also garnered positive reception, reaching a natural conclusion. Post-WWE, Ellsworth ventured into the independent circuit, seeking to expand his career beyond the confines of WWE. However, in a surprising move, he returned at the 2018 Money in the Bank event, drawing audible groans from fans. This return, marked by a poorly executed portrayal, saw Ellsworth dressing as Asuka during a women's title match with Carmella. Unfortunately, his second stint in the company failed to recapture the magic of his initial run, leaving fans disappointed. When Hulk Hogan's racist tirade surfaced online, WWE took swift action by removing him from planned projects. The subsequent removal from the WWE Hall of Fame seemed like the least they could do. However, 3 years later, WWE decided to reintegrate Hogan into the WWE family. This move was met with resistance from fans and some backstage personnel who were not keen on associating with someone who had revealed himself as a racist. Despite the negative sentiments surrounding Hogan, WWE went ahead with his comeback. He made sporadic appearances in legend spots on TV, and even had the opportunity to host WrestleMania 37. Even today, when Hogan appears on TV, a segment of the audience still expresses their disapproval through boos. This reaction is quite understandable, as both fans and backstage talent find it challenging to simply move on from such a reprehensible act. Nelson Frazier, also known by his various WWE personas such as Mabel, Viscera, and Big Daddy 5, experienced multiple stints in the wrestling promotion. Despite WWE's efforts to elevate these characters, they struggled to reach the desired level of popularity. In 2004, Viscera made a return, initially teaming up with Gangrel to face The Undertaker. However, the creative team decided to revamp his character, transforming him into the world's largest love machine. While this brought some memorable moments, the gimmick became repetitive, leading to another repackaging in the summer of 2007. This time, Viscera adopted the persona of Big Daddy V, portraying a generic bodyguard character. Despite a swift push on the ECW brand, the character failed to gain momentum, resulting in his release from WWE in the summer of 2008. When Nia Jax, the former women's champion, made a comeback to WWE programming in 2023, there was widespread fan disapproval. Jax had faced criticism for her online presence and a reputation for being unsafe in the ring, creating a significant divide between her and the fan base. Despite the fans' strong opposition to Jax's rehiring, she has defied expectations. Jax managed to tone down the controversial aspects of her persona, and fortunately, her in-ring performances have been well received. Since her return, she has delivered outstanding matches, and Triple H has skillfully showcased Jax in a compelling and exciting manner. This strategic approach has gradually shifted fans' opinions, making them reconsider their stance on the formidable force in the ring. Goldberg made a triumphant return to WWE in 2016, capturing the audience's attention with a stunning comeback. His highlight moment was squashing Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, providing a fitting send-off for the WCW legend. However, the subsequent decision to bring Goldberg back repeatedly ultimately turned the fans against him. Despite the initial success, WWE's booking had Goldberg defeating popular names like Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt, securing the Universal title on 2 separate occasions. Fans were not keen on seeing Goldberg as a world champion at this stage of his career, especially witnessing him virtually squash modern-day stars. Critics argue that Goldberg's numerous returns have negatively impacted his legacy. Even when facing more established stars like The Undertaker and Bobby Lashley, his performances failed to impress. The match against The Undertaker was particularly notorious for its poor quality, raising concerns about the impact on both men's well-being by the end of the bout. Shawn Michaels, in the grand finale of his WWE career at WrestleMania 26, engaged in an iconic battle against The Undertaker. It was slated to be Michaels' farewell match with no plans for him to return to the ring. Fast forward to 2018, and he surprised fans by coming out of retirement. Teaming up with Triple H to face Kane and The Undertaker at Crown Jewel, the move sparked controversy. Many believed Michaels had already achieved everything and questioned the motives behind his return, especially with rumors suggesting a hefty payday of up to $3 million for a single match. The actual bout received widespread criticism as all 4 participants seemed past their prime, with Michaels notably a shadow of his former self. Post-match, Michaels openly acknowledged the disappointment in his performance. In subsequent interviews, he admitted that perhaps he should have stayed retired. While fans were initially frustrated with his decision to return, they appreciated the legendary wrestler's honesty in recognizing the misstep. But there you have it, folks, WWE comebacks that nobody wanted. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.